You are forgiven, completely. Not for some of it, not for most of it, all of it. Nothing from your past is still waiting to be paid. Say it with faith. I walk in the forgiveness God has already given me. You are not meant to carry guilt over what God has already forgiven. Going back to it doesn't make you more humble, it keeps you bound. Declare it boldly, I leave guilt behind and walk in freedom. That pattern you keep returning to does not own you. It may feel familiar, but it no longer has authority over your life. Say it out loud, I step out of this pattern and move forward. Your past is not your identity anymore. The resurrection didn't just forgive you, it gave you a new life to live from. Declare this today, I live from who I am now, not who I was. You are already accepted by God. Not when you improve, not when you get it right. Now. Say it with certainty, I stand secure in God's acceptance. You don't have to prove yourself to God anymore. The cross already settled your worth fully and finally. Say it boldly, I rest in what Jesus has already finished. That voice telling you you're still not enough is not from God. God does not redeem you and then speak against you. Declare it clearly, I reject every lie and stand in God's truth. You are not stuck where you are right now. What feels permanent is often just a moment you've stayed in too long. Say it with faith, I move forward into what God has for me. You don't have to keep returning to what God brought you out of. Freedom was not given so you could revisit what once held you. Declare it today, I walk away from what no longer belongs in my life. That heaviness you've been carrying was never assigned to you. You picked it up slowly, thought it was yours, but grace never asked you to hold it. Declare it boldly, I release what was never mine to carry. You are not trying to earn mercy today. You don't wake up hoping God will be kind to you again. He already is. Say it quietly but firmly, I live in the mercy God gives me today. You don't have to fix yourself before being honest with God. You're not hiding from Him, and you don't need to pretend with Him either. Say it with honesty, I stay open before God and let Him work in me. That fear of failing again is trying to control your next step. But fear doesn't get to decide where you go. Say it out loud, I move forward without fear deciding for me. That fear of failing again is trying to control your next step. But fear doesn't get to decide where you go. Say it out loud, I move forward without fear deciding for me. You are not behind in your life. God is not working from your timeline. Nothing about you is late to Him. Declare it today, I trust God's timing for my life. That need to control everything is exhausting you. You were never meant to carry that level of responsibility alone. Say it with release. I let go and trust God with what I cannot control. You don't need to earn peace, it's already been given. You've been trying to deserve what was freely provided. Say it with confidence. I rest in the peace God has already given me. That habit you're tired of repeating is not your identity. It may still show up, but it no longer defines who you are. Declare it clearly. I separate who I am from what I used to do. You are allowed to start again right here. Not when everything is perfect, not when you feel ready, here. Say it with faith. I begin again without hesitation. That voice of condemnation is not God speaking to you. God corrects, but He does not crush. Declare it boldly. I listen to God's voice and silence every other one. You don't need to shrink yourself to stay accepted. God didn't accept a smaller version of you. He accepted you fully. Say it firmly. I live fully without fear of losing God's acceptance. That urge to overthink every decision is draining you. You've been waiting for certainty when God is asking for trust. Say it with clarity. I move forward without overthinking every step. You are not living your life alone. Even in the moments you feel unnoticed, God is still present with you. Say it steadily. I trust that God is with me in every moment. That need for constant reassurance is wearing you out. You keep checking what has already been settled. Say it quietly. I rest without needing to confirm everything again. You don't have to keep explaining yourself to everyone. Not every misunderstanding is yours to fix. Say it calmly. I release the need to be understood by everyone. That pressure to have it all figured out is not from God. You grow by walking, not by having every answer first. Say it with faith. I take my next step without needing all the answers. You are not disqualified because of what didn't work before. What failed ended, but what's in you didn't end with it. Say it boldly. I move forward without disqualifying myself. That habit of doubting yourself is not your truth. It feels natural because it's been repeated, not because it's who you are. Say it clearly. I choose confidence over constant doubt. You don't have to carry yesterday into today. Not every feeling deserves a second day. Some things lose their weight when you stop holding them. Say it with release. I let go and move forward freely. You are allowed to move differently now. Even if the situation looks the same, you are not the same person responding to it. Say it with confidence. I respond from who I am now. You are not the same person you used to be. Something has already shifted inside you, even if you're still learning how to live from it. Say it with conviction. I live from the change God has done in me.